Let's talk about Fourth Wing. So Fourth Wing is by Rebecca Yarros, and I loved this book so freaking much. So I started with the audiobook, which is narrated by Rebecca Soler. Rebecca Soler is my favorite narrator of all time. She does all of the Marissa Meyer novels, so I'm very used to her voice. I love hearing it. She does have like a cold for the first 6 chapters, which was hard to get through. But once I got through those first few chapters and I started to get invested, I had to go pick up a physical copy to have on my shelf forever, because this book is probably one of the best that I've read this year. So the storyline is you following this character, Violet Sorengale. She is the youngest of 3 siblings. Her mother is like a general in this war country society. And this country has been at war for like 500 plus years minimum, if not way longer. And her mom's general. Her brother and her sister were both dragon riders. Her brother was killed in action, and then her sister is still in action. And she was assumed that she was going to end up being like a scribe, just like her father was. That's what she trained for. And then her mother was, no, you're going to the dragon quadrant. Sorry, hate to break it to you. So Violet starts training for the dragon quadrant, and we more or less start at like the first day of this adventure of becoming a part of the dragon quadrant, becoming a dragon rider. Like the very first trial just to even get into the dragon quadrant is the parapet, which is basically just like a 2-foot brick bridge over hundreds and hundreds of feet of air, and then there's like a river down below, and a lot of people don't even make it across that. Like, I think the number was somewhere in the 70s of people dying on the first trial. So if that's not enough warning for you, do not get attached to a single character in this book. It's not worth your time. Our other main character is Xaden. He was the son of like this rebellion guy, and basically this guy rebelled against the war regime, and he and all of his underlings were murdered, but their kids were still alive and branded more or less with like these weird black tattoos, and they were all forced to join the dragon quadrant. We also have another character named Dane. Dane is Violet's bestie. They were besties growing up, and Dane is very much like no nonsense, go by the rules kind of a guy. And at least she seems to have somebody that's looking out for her, right? There's a lot of blood, a lot of death, a lot of dragons. My favorite character is Andarna, who is a dragon, and I can't give you any information on Andarna without like spoiling anything in the book. There's a lot that happens in this one, and Iron Flame, which is the second novel, is due to come out later this year. But this was like a 10 out of 10, 5 stars. Easily one of the best books that I've read this year. I loved everything about it, and I honestly can't say anything more without spoiling the novel. If you haven't read it, I don't know what's wrong with you. Book Talk's been talking about this book nonstop all year long, and I know almost everybody is like pretty much stocked back up on it because I found this easily. So if you have questions or you want to talk about it, my DMs are open. I love talking about this book. But don't want to spoil anything else for you, so have a great day.